Hello everybody, it's me Tian here. I hope everybody's having a great day. Now, let's talk about rugby. As you can see from the jersey I'm wearing, I'm going to talk about the Bulls, and they are playing Leinster tomorrow at 6 o'clock South African Standard Time against Leinster in Ireland. Now, it's going to be a fantastic game to watch for me personally. Yeah, so this is just going to be a quick discussion about the Bulls lineup and some quick fun facts about um, the Bulls and Leinster. The times when they faced each other. Now, uh, the team that Jake White announced is pretty similar to how they are lining up um, against Leinster. They have the team that they announced are more or less the same. Sorry, that was my cat that I looked at. Yeah, my apologies. But the team that Jake selected is almost a copy and paste from last week where they played against the Sharks in at Loftus. Um, the only difference is um, uh, there are actually only two differences. One is Alulutu Twakweni is replacing Simpiwe Matanzima on the bench at Lucid Prop. If I pronounce their names incorrectly, my apologies. Let me know in the comments if I did mispronounce them, and again, I'm sorry. Um, yes, and other change that Jake White made is um, Cameron Anakum. Sorry, I had a blank for a moment. Yeah, Cameron Anakum isn't in the 23-man squad for the Bulls. He unfortunately went off last week with a leg injury that I saw. Um, he really looked in some serious pain, and it's a big. I think I said it in the video where I talked about the Bulls Shark match. It's a big blow for not only the Bulls, um, but also for out of a Springbok point of view, it's a very big blow because Cameron Hanekom is a brilliant rugby player and he is um, the future for the Springboks. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? Everybody at You can't prevent injuries. So yeah, but Marshall Kutsia, who started at the open shot flanker at 6 for the Bulls last week, slots in at 8th man. Marco van Staan comes off from the bench and starts at 6, and Nazam Kar just comes and sits on the bench for the 23-man squad. So if you really think about it, it's only two changes. Alulutu Twakweni replacing Simpiwe Matanzima at Lucid Prop, and Nazam Kar coming in for Cameron Anukum. But Nazam Kar coming in, there's just a little bit of a reshuffle there for the Bulls. Now, interesting fact that I mentioned previously that where I was going to talk about some fun facts for me, or fun, where Leinster and the Bulls faced off against each other. Now, on Instagram, the URC official RSA Instagram page, they posted that um, the last 5 games that Leinster and Bulls faced each other. That's from um, the that's from where it's from where the Bulls from our South African teams joining the URC um, from the first season up until now. the last 5 games that they faced. And actually, it was very surprising to me that out of that 5 games, Leinster only won one out of those 5 games. Um, I mean, in the Bulls um, faced against Leinster in the semi-final in 2022. Um, Now, obviously, they faced Leinster probably before the semi-final, but it's the last 5 games. Leinster faced against the Bulls in the semi-final in 2022, and the Bulls were victorious 27-26 for the Bulls, and went on to face the Stormers in Cape Town, where the Stormers won. Um, the next match that they faced against each other was round 18 in 2023, where the Bulls faced Leinster and won. And the Bulls won 60-7. Um, then in round 13 of the 2024, um, that was the previous Leinster have beaten the Bulls 47-14 in round 13 the previous season, which is a massive score. Um, yeah, and the next 2 games up before this one, the Bulls have won 25-20 against Leinster in the quarterfinals the previous season, and when the Bulls went to um, lose against Glasgow at Loftus Versfeld in the final, and then the previous game before this, the next game where the Bulls beat Leinster in the quarterfinal is in round 13 of this season, is where the Bulls have beaten Leinster 21-20 in round 13. So, which is pretty, surprising if you think about the amount of international players that Leinster has from the URC start. They have a lot of Irish players in their teams. Yeah. So out of those 5 games, um, the Bulls that the Bulls played against Leinster, the Bulls had 100. If you count all the scores, all of the 5 games scores together for the Bulls scored 149 points against Leinster, and Leinster only scored 120 points against the Bulls in the last 5 matches between each other. Um, and um, yeah, now um, the next thing I actually want to say about Leinster and Bulls is this season, meaning from the start from this season that started in 2024 and up until now, before this game, Leinster, this includes all the games, all the teams Leinster played against each other, the Leinster played again in the URC, meaning the Dragons, the Lions, the Bulls, where they played against the Bulls in round 13 of this year, the Lions, the Stormers, all the top 16 teams, and this also includes the Bulls of this season, all top 16 teams. Now, I also saw this on Instagram that the URC official RSR also posted on their Instagram page. Interestingly enough, that Leinster this entire season scored 89 tries, which is phenomenal. Uh, and the Bulls only scored 80 tries this entire season. Um, the Leinster had 612 points up until now. They scored 612 points up until before this match in the URC. Um, the Bulls only got 609 points this entire season. Um, Carries, the Leinster had 2,720 carries this entire season, and the Bulls only have 1,960 carries. Um, Meters made, the Leinster made 7,863 meters they gained, and the Bulls only 7,334 meters gained, which is expected, in the sense that Bulls have less made less meters um, compared to Leinster, because um, Leinster made more carries than uh, the Bulls that they made uh, 760. I think they made 760 carries. Out of if I do the math, out of top of my head, more than uh, the Bulls. Yeah, like I said, the Leinster made 2,720 carries, and the Bulls only 1,960. Now, if my math is incorrect, please let me know. But yeah, it's to be expected that Leinster made more meters than the Bulls. Now, here's the interesting fact: tackle success. Meaning, out of all of the tackles that um, the that Leinster made this entire season, the tackle success rate was only 77.8%, um, which is for me surprisingly low, because um, now Jacques Nienaber, the two-time Rugby World Cup winning coach for the Springboks, is the is Leinster's defensive coach, and you can't just blame, or you can't just put all the blame on Jog for the 77.8% tackle success rate. You also have to look at the players, because the players um, has to make the tackle in the game. Jog isn't there in the game telling Leinster what to do, the Leinster players what to do on defence. It's their tackle commitment. It's the players, Leinster players' tackle commitment. You also have to look at them. And I mean, if you look at the international players that Leinster have, I mean, they have a lot of Irish international players. You have Jordie Barrett, New Zealand rugby international player. You have Argie Snyman for South Africa. I mean, they have a lot of international superstars. So you would expect them their tackle success rate to be at least, for me, at least 85%. But yeah, what can you do? And the Bulls' tackle success rate only 76.8%. Um, which is also for me pretty low. You would also expect them to be in the 80. Their defense tackle success rate to be in the 80s, 80%. But yeah. Now here's the um, here's the two things that's really interesting for me. Is the line-out success rate for Leinster is only 84.6% this entire season, which is which is good considering how long the season has been, and they're in the final now. So it is, you know, uh, statistically they have a pretty good line-out success rate. Yeah, and the Bulls' line-out success rate is 86.8%, meaning that the Bulls has a 1.8% better success rate in the lineouts than Leinster. Um, yeah. Now the scrum success rate for Leinster is 89.4%, which is actually very, very good. which means that the Leinster scrum is is dangerous. But no, not surprisingly, that the Bulls' scrum success rate is 94.7%. Now, for me, it's not surprisingly. I'm not surprised that their scrum success is that high, because if you look at how powerful the scrums were against the Sharks when Jan Hendrik Wessels and Volker Lau were the two props. So uh, uh, they so Leinster are gonna focus on that scrum success rate, because they know the Bulls scrums are weapon is a weapon for the Bulls. Now, defenders beaten. Leinster has 429 defenders beaten this entire season, and um, the Bulls only have three, and the Bulls have 359 defenders beaten. And turnovers won. The Bulls have 137 turnovers won, and Leinster has 143 turnovers won. So that turnovers won is pretty similar. I mean, Leinster only having 7 more turnovers won, but yeah, the Bulls and Leinster would also be focusing on that. Sorry, on that breakdowns. Now, interestingly, I saw on Instagram that something that All Black legend, one of the All Black legends, Ben Smith, actually said. It was a post that where that quoted Ben Smith, the All Black legend, saying that, and I quote: "Bulls are massive um, for this match specifically against Leinster." For Ben Smith said, and I quote: "Bulls are massive underdogs in brackets with the bookies against Leinster this week in the URC final. Ran off already against the biggest chokers in club rugby. It wouldn't be a surprise to see a Bulls victory. Home advantage has meant nothing in the the URC final the last 2 years." This is what Ben Smith said, and it's actually very interesting, because the last uh, the last two URC yeah, there were three URC finals this so far, and all three of them was in South Africa. The last two, if I'm not mistaken, in the last two URC finals was held here in South Africa and was beaten, and was and the URC final was won by the travelling teams. Munster obviously beating the Stormers in Cape Town, and last season Glasgow beating um, the Bulls at Loftus. So Ben Smith actually has a point where he says home ground advantage doesn't matter, because, like I said, the last two URC finals, and he also said the last two URC finals um, was won by the visiting teams. Now, one last thing I want to mention is that, interestingly enough, now in the 4 seasons, since us South Africans joined the URC, Leinster hasn't been in a URC final. This is the first time, so it's going to be interesting. And also, interestingly enough, out of the three um, URC finals, um, excluding this final, the Bulls have been in 2 out of the 3 um, finals against the first final against against the Stormers in Cape Town, where they lost, and against Glasgow at Loftus where they also lost. So the Bulls' one success rate in a URC final is is 0%. I mean, and I know it's gonna be in the back of the Bulls' heads because they want to win their first URC final, their first URC title. So they also want to prove a point. Um, yeah. Anyway, this is me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If I missed anything, please let me know. Um, yeah, I hope everybody is having a great day further. This is Tian signing out.